Would you change who Ahmet Oner is in order to have an easier time in the business?
No, I can't change because I am like what I am. Because the thing is, I like justice and I like fairness, and when I see people are unfair, I'm controversial. I'm going to it and I try to change it, and I can't change myself.
If you could change something about boxing, what would you change?
You know what I would change is, but I will in your work. It is in Germany. In US, it is like it is because US TV stations are getting powerful and they decide which fights they want. In Germany, now it is the world. It is going. It is a renaissance. It's changing a little bit. With me, because I'm the third promoter in Germany, or the fourth with the Klitschko's, and the thing is, now they are only starting to pick up good fights. But it will take in Germany. You can't change really nothing because our organizations, our president, WBC, they are doing good jobs, you know. Sometimes I would give HBO easier fighters, you know, easier fights, but it will, yeah, but it's the world, you know, you can't change everything.
If you could change something about the world, what would you change?
You know, in the world, too many wrong guys has too much power. That is what I would like to change.
Interesting. What's one of the worst calls you've ever seen in the ring? A really bad call.
You mean bad?
A bad moment in the ring.
In the ring, a bad moment, you know. You know, when I see, it's with fights. You know, it's like this. You wait in a former old moments for Mike Tyson fight, and he's fighting Bruce Selton, and this fighter is not doing anything. That is the worst moment for me. If your people are coming to watch a fight, but the opponent is doing nothing, and it happens sometimes by Klitschko's, by Mike Tyson's, and that is the worst moment for me. Otherwise, you know, worst moments are if fighters who get in a fight injured and they have bad moments, they could die or something. But I never saw it in life. I read it only. I never saw a moment that a guy was killed in the ring because of a punch or injury what he had. And it must be also a bad moment, but I never saw it.
What about a great moment?
Great moment, you know, for me was a great moment in boxing. It was with my fights when my heavyweight Sinan Sam was beating Danny Williams. Danny Williams later beat Mike Tyson, you know, and that was a great moment because my guy was underdog, and that was a really great moment. Or my first arena show, my middleweight, he's ranked WBC 10. He was fighting against a German 27-1, and my guy was in my first show, first main event. It was for the EU title. He was knocked down in first round, and I was shocked because my first fight on my promotion. But 1 minute later, he stopped him with KO, and that was a great moment. And this fight is for me example how I am. This fight is really what it is, and Sinan's fight. We could be underdogs, we are always there.
I just saw a film called The Fighting Chance about the Cuban fighters who've defected to the US, some who couldn't, some who come here and succeed, and some who sadly fail and leave their homes behind. Many of the really good Cubans that have come recently have signed with you. Why have they signed with you, do you think?
I think many Cubans come, like Casamayor and everybody. But I believe in my time, I was lucky. It is with me, I'm a lucky guy. I have 3 of the best Cubans. Solis, in their time, he was the best. Casamayor in his time, for example, perhaps was not the best in his group, but he was Olympic gold. But you know, Cuba has a lot of boxers. There are 3 guys in one division, and Gamboa and Solis was the first guys in their divisions. They left, and they are going to be successful. And what we did was 3 Cubans left Cuba, 3 guys. In a time, I paid for them a big signing fee. Everybody read about it, and I'm a young new promoter, and it was a different story. And then the other Cubans saw how they succeed, because they made their way. They are still we are tonight, we have a show here on HBO. They are still continuing, and they are continuing very well, and people want to be like them, and that is the story. But not everybody will be like them, because they are really doing many things, and they bring something with them, you know. And some Cubans, they come over, they expect directly cars and houses. It was sometimes what I did was too heavy, to give them too much, but you know, it happened. And the new guys, they want also directly the same, and some of them will never make it because they have not the special. And the three guys, 3 Olympic gold never happened. 3 Olympic gold together left Cuba, you know. That is a different story. And still 2 of them are fighting. One is fighting for a world WBC elimination in heavyweight, Solis. He's ranked number 2, and Gamboa is defending his WBA world title, and it's on HBO. And they are fighting in Europe, all over the world, and that is a special story, I think.
These men who come over, they leave behind their homes, their families sometimes. Do you think that as a successful Turkish businessman in Germany who dealt with so many of the problems and controversies you have, perhaps that they identify with you and you identify with them also?
Yeah, a little bit. I think they trust me. You never know, really. You can only watch to your heads, not inside, you know. But I have some feelings, and I think especially Gamboa and Solis both are trusting me, and I think Gamboa sometimes watched at me. You know, I had a sorry, but I have a Bentley. He had a Bentley. You know, he's buying himself a Bentley. I am a promoter. He has a small promotion. He's doing something. You know,
right.
And I like it. I like when I used as an example. You know, it's,
a role model, we would call it.
And Solis is a little different, but Solis, I think also he's watching something for me about my life, how I fought all the way. You know.
Do we have a star on the horizon we should look at, somebody who's coming up that the public isn't aware of yet?
For now, I think now we have a good guy. His name is Felix Diaz. He's from Domrep. He's Olympic gold. He's fighting tonight in Germany on Eurosport. But I think Gamboa and Solis are the big stars. But everybody knows them. But Solis is the real guy. I believe Solis, Online Solis, he is the next guy who will stop Klitschko, and he will stop him not with a lucky punch. He will beat him, and that will be the becoming of a new star.
I think everyone looks forward to some competition in that area.
Yes, and I feel it. I spoke yesterday to HBO guys. They want that fight.
Yes, great. And who is your inspiration, or continues to inspire you in what you do?
No, it's my burning fire inside. My brother asked me one time how you can wake up with this energy every morning. You have so many problems. You are waking up with energy. You know, I have a real believing on God, but not like everybody's talking about Islam or something. It's too heavy. I don't like this. I don't like who is making with religion politics. It's from my inside. I believe on it, and nobody needs to believe it. Everybody's doing their thing.
Call it a spiritual God, that the world will be kind to you and support you in your dreams.
Yes.
If you're a good person.
Yes, and I believe on my son, on my love to my son, and that gives me power.
All right. How would you like to be remembered, Ahmet?
You know, I will be remembered like I will never lose my. I am a brave, honored guy. I am a warrior, you know, but I don't want to beat everybody up. I am a warrior like in a competition. I am a competition man, you know. I try to make my way with other promoters. I watch them, and I want to be remembered as a. I like to be strong and with honor and a man of his word. You know?